Hello, good evening, you guys, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps keep the video in the algorithm. Okay, so make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment, all of these great things. Okay. Um, I wanted to talk about the state is set to take over Memphis City schools because of alleged corruption. Of course, y'all, everyone has seen how Memphis and Shelby County has been the laughing stock of the country. Okay, um, because of the underqualified politicians, um, the corruption of some politicians, the incompetence of many politicians. Um, and this time, I have to say, I think with Memphis had been asleep quite a bit, right? Meaning they would elect people and or just not get out and vote, and then the wrong people got in, and then they just went to sleep, right? They didn't hold people accountable or anything like that. But I think this time with the board, I think this is the beginning of a domino effect. People came together when um they fired Marie Fagan. She's a superintendent. I do believe that she came from Detroit. And when Dr. Fagans came in, they just hired her 8 months ago. She didn't have any um, loyalty to anybody. She didn't owe anyone, right? She came in with clear set of eyes. She started going through things with a fine tooth comb. She didn't have to pay anybody back for anything. She had the credentials, and so she moved from Detroit 8 months ago. And hey, you hear a lot of the children talk about how, and teachers, how she's been one of the best superintendents. Okay, so fast forward to around September, there's been a new school board, and of course, the school board, there have long been, um, there have long been, people have long talked about rumors that there has been an interest and contracts have been mishandled. So when you get someone who is not a part of the system, of that buddy system, who is not clicked up, to come in and look at things with a fresh set of eyes, she was able to see, look at these contracts and who they were going to and the amounts that they were getting. And hey, she didn't owe anybody anything. She wasn't feeling it, right? And so, hey, it's been long rumored that the board members gave people that they knew these contracts or no, because once they give them these big contracts as it relates to the Memphis City schools, I think they handle millions and millions of dollars. So you give your friend $1 million contract, I'll say for janitor to clean up the Memphis City schools or to do security. If you give them $1 million, hey, they're gonna grease your palms for giving them, with you being a board member, for recommending and approving them to get that contract. The rumor is that is what has been going on. This new superintendent, who is not from Memphis, came in and saw this and was not feeling it. Okay. And so we all saw how sloppy it was, how the lady sitting there at the board meeting, and they just fire her, right? They just fire her, didn't really have a reason. This lady is qualified, more qualified than anybody on the board. Okay. Um, and they just fired her. And y'all stop making me lose my train of thought. And in the same breath that they fired this lady while she's sitting there, they go, and we're going to appoint interim, Rod Richmond, who was a part of their system, who is their buddy, who immediately went in signing contracts. So okay, so because the rumor is, so some people get paid, get their palms greased because allegedly they're saying that some of these board members were about to be evicted and some more stuff. And allegedly these contracts, they needed their money to be ran. And so if Dr. Marie Fagans is looking at corruption and seeing that these contracts, these people that have been getting these hundreds of thousands of dollars and basically stealing from the children, don't need it, and the board tries to force her, because that was the only complaint that they had, that was contracts needed to be signed. And people had, their friends had been calling them saying that contracts had not been signed, or people that they knew, and she was not in a rush to do it because she wanted to investigate more. And then on some of the contracts, she flat out saw where they were not even needed. Why are they even getting these lump sums of money? And so she cut a lot of the fat. Okay. She cut a lot of the fat. And so the board members had issues with that. Okay. Um, from what I'm told. Okay. And so now, the people got involved, the people that elected these people, they told us all but kiss my ass. Okay. They told the people in Memphis that voted for them all but kiss their ass. Okay. Basically, if you all have voted for us now, we're going to be here 4 years. It ain't a damn thing you can do. That has been the attitude of many politicians after they get the votes. Okay. But this time the people fought back. And so they started writing the state. They started um they started a petition. People got involved, came together, and they didn't think anything could happen, because once a person is elected, that's why it is so important that you get out and vote, because once a person is elected, it is very hard to get them out. Okay. Um but they started writing the state. Dr. Fagans, the superintendent that they fired, abruptly fired, because she was not dancing to the tone of their beat. The tune of their beat. She's got receipts for days. And from my understanding, they're going all the way back. That this corruption is going to be traced all the way back to previous school boards. And you know what's up? School board members who are not school board members anymore, but now they've gone on to other positions and ain't doing a damn thing. Okay, because people in Memphis vote based on name recognition and race, which is why you don't see Memphis moving forward, right? You haven't seen Memphis moving forward, but I believe Memphis is getting ready to move forward. Okay, they done had Memphians have had an epiphany. Okay, so the people got together. The power of the people. The power is still there's still strength in numbers, and never underestimate the power of the people. Okay, so the House Speaker says state will take over MSCS in radio interview. Democrats respond. A state leader says plans are being drawn up Monday to take over control of Memphis and Shelby County schools. Tennessee House Speaker Cameron Sexton made the announcement Monday on the radio KWAM 990 AM. That's the radio station that kicked me and my dad out because they said we was too radical, child. Tennessee, okay. It says, according to the station's social media, Sexton said the state plans to declare the local school board null and void and take control of the school board. Republicans' plan for a state intervention drew immediate response from two prominent Memphis Democrats. The partisans' efforts to take over Memphis City schools is an attack on democracy and a step backwards for improving education in Tennessee. State Minority Ramesh Akbari. Let me just say this about Ramesh. She been there too long. She fights against everything. When all of this crime was going on and they was busting folks' head, because see, she ain't living in the inner cities. I'm willing to bet. Okay. When they was talking about, because it had gotten so bad with bringing in I don't know why I can't think of it. Bringing in the National Guard. She fought against that. Okay. They don't need to bring in the National Guard because they're gonna be hard on the black boys. It's the same damn black folks that was out committing crimes and killing innocent law abiding citizens. That was a damn oxymoron. Okay. Instead of punishing local decisions, we should focus on moving forward. Ain't nobody gonna move forward. Because if you vote some people in and you say, this lady has helped my children, the school system has been better than it has been in a long time. If I vote your ass in there and you tell me, well, you voted me in and I'm gonna do what I want to do and I'm going against that for my interest, no, something got to be done about that. It's time to fight back. And that's gonna happen. It's gonna be a domino effect with any politician. They need to take notice. Okay. It says controversy board over January 21st when the MSCS board voted to immediately fire Marie Fagans and replace her with an interim superintendent, Rod Richmond. The decision came amid hours of protests for teachers, parents, and community members who packed two board meetings to protest the move. By the next day, Representative Mark Wright told WREG he would file several bills calling for the so-called nuclear option for MSCS, meaning a state intervention. But Democrat caucus chairwoman London Lamar said state takeovers have not proven successful in turning around the district. It's time for her to go too. The Tennessee Achievement School Board established to manage the Tennessee Achievement School Board district established to manage underperforming schools serves as a pertinent example, Lamar said. Despite its intentions, the ASD has faced significant challenges and many of the schools continue to struggle. Reports indicate that most ASD schools remain in the bottom 5%. Now, they knew that before they went and fired their woman. They went and hired their woman 8 months ago, gave her this big contract, and because she won't sign contracts, she sees where instead of paying their friends or greasing their pockets, that this money could be in the, she's not going to allow this money to go out. She's going to stop this corruption and put it back within the school system. They talk about she fired teachers. Yes, she did. She fired teachers who were not supposed to be teachers anyways. She did not fire them. She gave them a chance to be demoted and not fire them while they went and got their 4-year degree, because you ain't supposed to be a damn teacher with an associate's degree, a teacher's assistant, but not a teacher. They had teachers with 2-year degrees and no certification. This happened up under the leadership of the previous superintendent, who was fired for his philandering ways because he mixed a romance with finance. Okay, so if you had a big butt bouncing around there and you was willing to play a little bit, even though you ain't got no certification, and I ain't saying everybody, okay, maybe everybody didn't want to play, but maybe it was a favor for somebody else, or maybe he just like you, okay, maybe you looking good to him, okay, you became a damn teacher, and they wonder why the percentages are so low. They didn't give this man the issues that the man that before Dr. Fagans, the issues that they gave Dr. Fagans, who came in to clean up the school system and said, I will not mix finance with romance, right? So because this lady stood strong and she genuinely wanted to make a change, hell, how come they knew that if they had 2-year degrees, you already know that's not how it's supposed to be, right? So why not go to school, continue your education when this man did this, right? The man before Dr. Fagans, the superintendent before Dr. Fagans, why not continue your education so that you could work yourself up to that and get your certification? It was not required. And so this is what they're talking about when they're saying that she released supposedly fired all of these people. But hey, it's a story behind everything, and there is a lot of corruption. There were a lot of people that backstabbed this woman. So do I think the state should take over based on what I see on the school board, the arrogance, the stupidity? Okay. Just a whole lot of stuff that I've seen that is just not okay. It's time for this stuff to stop. I don't have any issues at this point with them taking over. Okay. I don't have any issues with it at this point. So, anyways, hey, once again, Memphis is the laughing stock. Okay. Memphis is the laughing stock. Okay. Anyways, I had to get that off of my chest. I just wanted to talk about that, y'all. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.